Thank you, honourable ministers, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, brothers and sisters in arms. Not that they're armed, we're not talking about arms. Let's make a deal about that at least. Fellow journey people, confidants, all protocol observed, obviously. Esteemed members of the media and press, and of course the Sunday Times. Are they here? What a surprise. It's a great pleasure and an honor to come before you this evening. This evening was a different story. I'd like to speak about that later. But this fine morning, and to address you. I was as surprised as anyone when the Right Venerable and slightly vulnerable Janine Vlismas asked me to return to the Comedy Parliament after, is it Janine? After last year's success. As I said to him, where do we go from here? Last year, of course, I had the pleasure. Oh, you're just not at all. No, it's in the middle of. No, you do what you have to do. I'll do what I have to do. Upstaging little bastard, and you'll do anything for a laugh. It was a pleasure to be asked back because after last year's, I thought a fair success as a Minister of Education. I said to him, the one thing we learned from last year is that education, of course, is passé. It's no longer necessary. And so we need to head this off at the passé, if you will. Little cowboy joke there. Little broke-back humor. With these insights, what have we learnt? I thought, well, it might be better to take this portfolio into a wider area, a broader expanse. And therefore, I now represent you as Minister for upgrading, downsizing, inciting, and outsourcing. Literally up, down, all around. It's like the Nivea of the parliamentary portfolios. It's all directions, and yet having lived in 4 ways, it's one direction. I'm a minister for one direction. Thank you. One laugh is all I sometimes need. A lot of the ministers here, want all the laughter, but I'm not that way. I'm not greedy. Sometimes I'll just take one single laugh from many, many different media briefings and then collect them. And by the end of the year, often I've had a full room of laughs. Not that often, but more often than you'd think. It's just going so well. If you come back one more time, I'm going to slap one of your stupid tattoos off you. Do you understand? Is everything all right? Oh, thank you. Bless you. I look better than I thought. Upgrading, of course, is the buzzword. I think we're constantly looking at upgrading, and in fact, we use it in our language every day, don't we? Even when you talk to people and you say, how are you? No matter what the person says, you upgrade that. How are you? I'm fine, and you go, brilliant. You upgrade their fine to brilliant to make them feel better. You even reverse upgrade. You might say, how are you? Not so good. Oh, that's awful. You make it worse than it was. It's... Are you going to do this on every punchline? All right, I'll try my best. I think that when you look and try and apply insights, not only on downsizing but upgrading, you'll realize crime in this country is at an all-time low. I think we can be grateful for small mercies. For example, criminals have become more discerning in our country. For example, if you've got a BlackBerry phone, no one is stealing that. Deliberately, am I right? You can stop a robbery by just holding up a BlackBerry. People will run away. No one wants to be associated with that rubbish. So BlackBerries, or if you're wearing Crocs, no one will steal that, or driving anything made by Nissan. So really, they're not our sponsors, are they? I don't think so. We need to protect our citizens in the way that we protect toilet paper in those metal containers in public restrooms. No one can get to that toilet paper. No one. You can use crowbar, dynamite, nothing can get to that toilet paper. We need to think outside of the cubicle. That is what I'm now suggesting, folks. Let us not only upgrade and downside, let's provide insights and outsourcing. I look forward to receiving orders from my fellow ministers over the next coming weeks, and not starters orders, if you will, or orders for starters. Because let's be honest, the one thing we have learned from our own very brilliant government is that if we get any opportunity, we will make a meal out of it. So thank you very much for your time, and it's been really pleasant to be up here as, in many ways, a distraction while John fixes his laptop. Thank you very much.